That's probably really the only thing everybody needs. But the C&I department designed T-shirts that will be given to all of our Teachers of the Year and new Teachers of the Year, and only to our Teachers of the Year and new Teachers of the Year. So these are going to become very hot items, I think, out in the schools, as our folks this year will be the first class that have gotten them, and we're just excited to be able to share that. So loving to start some of these new traditions. So at the elementary school, Dr. Lewis, we will recognize our Teacher of the Year is Holly Dickerson, and our new Teacher of the Year, Morgan Rollins. So Dr. Lewis, if you want to think about your teachers as we give them their treats.
There as well. Okay.
Yes.
So our Teacher of the Year is Holly Dickerson. Holly Dickerson is an RTI teacher at our school. So she helps with intervention, but really she's a jack of all trades. She helps Dr. Graves and I, when we're out of the building, serve as an admin, and she leads a team of assistants, and really we trust Holly to run that RTI program. So she's great. Our new Teacher of the Year is Miss Rollins, and when I told the story about Morgan Rollins to our staff, I said we interviewed Morgan, and Sherry was in there. There were a lot of folks in there, and we were all blown away just immediately at the interview. Her enthusiasm was infectious, and I know we're recording, but one of my tells when I'm impressed with an interview is I will ask the teacher if they'd like to tour the building, because I know personally I would not like to accept a job if I hadn't seen the building. So at that point I thought, we're auditioning, and so I took Morgan on a tour of the building, and I said my goodbyes at the door. When I walked back into the conference room, I think it was Sherry said, what are you doing? What are you waiting on? You know? And I said, well, you can run out in the parking lot and get her to come back in, but I'm not. And so Sherry took off across the parking lot, and we brought Morgan back in and offered her a job on the spot, and we are very thankful that we did. She's been a great addition.
To add to that story, she was praying she would get a phone call. That's the only reason I caught her, because I'm old.
Well, thank you guys. Yes, congratulations. And we'll get a big picture at the end too. So just with them right now, and then we'll get a picture with the board and everybody up here. We're just going to get all kinds of pictures, but I won't want the principals too.
I said to get in front of the board, the board stepped out.
Well, we'll do it, board.
We'll do one big picture at the end.
Okay. Yes. Okay, yay! And now we have Lenoir City Intermediate Middle School. We have our Teacher of the Year, Heather Brooks. Yay! And our new Teacher of the Year, Jessica Grigger. So, treats, you got a certificate, a fun cake, and that shirt.
Thank you. So I think, is this your 15th year? This is year 27.
Oh,
year 27. So Heather Brooks has been with us for 27 years. And so I have been in her, so this is my second year here, you know that. But every time I've been in there, I don't know that I've ever seen Miss Brooks in the same spot of her room. So whether it's at the board or in the floor, or in a group at a table in the back, or very rarely do you see her up at the board. And so kids, you know this, math is very different now than when we did math, but parents have this idea that math is just difficult and I can't do it. And so, but when you walk in Miss Brooks' math class, you get this feeling that every single kid can do it, and they believe they can do it, and she does such a phenomenally good job. And I just, as a fellow math teacher, love going in there. And so if it's a rough day, I will just go sit in the back of her class and just listen and watch, because it's so good. So we're very thankful for her. Thank you. So Jessica, last year was her first year teaching ever. And she killed it. I don't know a better way to put it, but like coming in, and then not only coming in, but coming into 7th grade. And I don't know if y'all know this, but in middle school, that's about the time that they just don't know where they are in life. And it's just hormones and breakups and all the things. And so, she not only came in like full speed, but doing a phenomenally well job in 7th grade. And so she took on ELA as well. And, so that in itself is difficult too, and especially with, you know, the high demands of what we do in terms of literacy in our district, and she did it full force. And so, last year, her very first year teaching, she was able to reach the highest level of growth possible. And so we are just very thankful to her.
Are you all leaving? Are you staying? Okay, we'll get it.
Okay, so now we have Lenoir City High School, and we will recognize our Teacher of the Year, Stephanie Eubanks.
Well, Miss Eubanks, also is Coach Eubanks, it's 11 years, right? It's my 11th year at the high school and teaches things I have no idea. When I walk in, I'm like, oh, all right. So definitely very strong teacher and usually works with our juniors and seniors. Is a what all are you teaching, Stephanie, this year? Pre-calculus. Algebra 2, I can hang a little bit, but pre-calculus, no thank you. But does an amazing job, and not only that, just a strong member of the math team, strong leader. Softball, she was one of, you know, they led our softball team, what was it, 20-something years. We went farther than they ever, and so just always giving of herself to Lenoir City High School, and very much appreciated by everyone, so congratulations. Love this, sir. You're not a hugger, really. New teacher of the year is Mackenzie Reagan, and she is just in her 3rd year, and you could not, you would not know that. Walking into her room, she did come from a middle school, so you can tell that when you walk in her room. There's things on the wall, and how are you feeling today? You know? So it's definitely more like a not middle school, but it's 9th graders, so they still need a lot of that nurturing, and she does such a great job of that. Last year, I remember it was funny because she was saying, and she is very quiet, so I know this is putting her on the spot, but she said, I just can't get them to talk. I'm like, well, I can't get you to talk. So what are you going to do? So this year, she's giving teams points for talking. Because it's 9th graders, so it's not cool, really, I guess, to talk. They're 9th graders, I don't know. But again, had a very, as a new teacher, very high level team loss this year. Kids made, or from last year, the kids made a ton of growth in her class. And she's also one of our, we're doing a lot of student engagement, and she's one of our trainers. I could train the trainer for that. So again, congratulations, well deserved. And you are a hugger, I know.
Okay, and last but not least, we have our Teacher of the Year for I Learn, and that is Julie Depp. Molly's not here, but I know she has some colleagues here, but I will just say, Julie and I graduated from high school together. So we go way back, and I know she's awesome, and just appreciate all the things. Really, you do all the things.
Yeah, she's running
You basically are taking care of every single kid we have in I Learn. So
That's right.
just appreciate you very much for everything that you do. It's fun to have you. And you've been here for 29 years, so
All 4 schools.
that is awesome. That's an accomplishment.
It is.
So thank you guys, just so appreciative of all of our teachers and all the people that support our teachers and our administrators, and just very thankful to be able to recognize you guys and just appreciate everything that you do and wear those t-shirts, because those t-shirts are fun. So thank you guys, appreciate y'all for being here.
Item number 3, hear a motion to approve the agenda.
Move.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
At this time, we come to the portion that if there's any comments or questions from citizens or anyone regarding any item or items on the agenda, do so now. Not, we'll move on. Item number 4, approval of minutes from October 23rd, 2025, regular board meeting. Hear a motion to approve.
Motion to approve the minutes is written.
Motion,
Second.
second, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 5, executive committee. Dr. Smith.
You have all of the information in your packet, and we do not have any out-of-state field trips as part of the packet this time.
Motion to pay our bills.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Powell,
Second.
second by Ms. Murray, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 6, approval of recommendation to appoint Chip Orr, Sean Walker, Mark Hudson, Holly Williams as DHA representatives for the district.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Murray, second by Ms. Powell, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 7, approval of proposed 26-27 school calendar. Your motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Murray, second by Ms. Powell, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 8, approval to purchase video boards and score tables at LCHS. Board, I'd like to say that, maybe get an approval right now for basketball so we can move forward. And I would ask the board that we table the football until next budget. I mean, I'd like to move forward with basketball if we can. And then, have further discussions after the first of the year, maybe on
Sponsorships.
on
and
sponsorships,
Look at maybe
look at monies
fines
and just table football for right now.
That was my thought when I checked our email last month, and I've thought about it, and I've asked the questions that I needed. It was my opinion that we would move forward with the basketball to fix both schools, and we would look at football. I do want that for our football program. I think Alan J his heart's in the right spot, looking to get, and it gives us money back, but what do you guys think?
I just think the timing's not good. I really don't. I just don't think. Yeah, I think we need to look at it as a budget item, as a capital item. Let's look where we are when we do our budget this coming year. And it buys us time, gives us a better update as to when it was. I mean, 1 month we're getting the information, the next month it's on the agenda. I just think this kind of money, we need to consider it with all our other items that we do.
So, what's your base percent? Just table the whole thing, not do any of it?
I just think we
Just
figure out more about where we are financially, what we need to do. I'm for doing it. I just don't think right now is the time to do it. I mean, it's awesome. I mean, I love it, but I just little leery of that kind of money right now.
I hear a motion we approve or not approve.
We don't have a tiebreaker. I mean, I make.
Well,
I would approve the 200,000, but I mean, it's gonna have to, if it comes down to a vote, I'll vote on it.
Motion, see if somebody seconds it. You can vote.
all you can do.
Nobody seconds it, or nobody.
It fails for lack of seconds.
Fails for lack of second.
Okay.
So if
I
you
make a
wanna
motion that we move forward with the basketball
and we hold on the football until we get some more information and look at our future finances. So I make a motion to move on with football. Or basketball.
Basketball.
I make a motion to move forward with basketball.
I'll second. Roll call.
Tammy Powell,
No.
Rick is out. Mitch,
No,
Lacey,
Yes.
and Chris.
So,
That did not pass.
did not pass. Item number 9, comments from Director of Schools.
Okay, board, we, just a few little updates I thought you'd be interested to know. We've had 3 new subs since we, passed our, new pay scale. So hopefully that will continue to rise as we go through, the coming months and word gets out more about our updated pay scale for subs. So that's a positive thing. We are looking to, obviously, Ms. Long noted our LCD IMS expansion project, and that's on our capital project plan. We're moving forward with that. As you guys all know, our site plan's been approved, and we've really been just doing a lot of work communicating to city council, to the mayor, to our county commission, and our folks in the community, parents, students, teachers, really making sure that everyone's aware of what we're trying to do. Obviously, the folks that work there are fully aware of what it is we're trying to do, and parents as well, but we're trying to get that word out. We're expecting a new bond proposal update in the next day or two. As you guys know, we've talked a lot about the market has improved quite a bit over the past few weeks, so we're expecting a new bond proposal that hopefully will cut down the cost of doing business, and we're looking forward to getting that in the next, hopefully today or tomorrow for sure. And we're just working really hard to communicate our strategic plan, communicate the board's decision making, and what we are trying to do for our students and families at both the elementary school and the middle school, making sure that we are doing what's right by our students, providing the best possible experience for our students, pre-K through 12th grade. As you guys know and have invested in all of the updates we've done at the high school over the past few years, it's time that we address those needs of our students. Obviously, we've talked about 85% of those students are Lenoir City students, so we need to do what's right by those students. So we're continuing to get the word out about that, sharing that information with our families. We have the drawings that are posted at the schools. We're sharing those at ball games. As you guys know, the site plan has already been approved by the Lenoir City Planning Commission. So we have every step in place, and we will just be looking to City Council for their approval for our bond. And so that's the next process, and we're all just advocating for that. Appreciate City Council's partnership in recognizing the school board's vision and the fact that the school board has determined this is the right thing for Lenoir City schools, and hope that that's recognized and supported by our City Council. So that's a big update for us on that, and we're just looking forward to that so that we can get started on that process as soon as possible. I have met with both of my student advisory groups at the high school and the middle school over the past month, and I just want to say I won't share all the things. They say a lot. They share a lot of stuff. They're very happy to share, but I will say to continue to reiterate how much they appreciate the safety measures that have been put in place in our schools, and our students feel very safe at school. They love our SROs. They feel that they are very visible. They have great relationships with our partners, with the police department, and I would just say they're very honest. They're very honest, and so for them to continue to reiterate how much they appreciate that investment, I think it's important for the board to hear that, because the students, they do appreciate that and feel that at school. I would also just say, again, appreciated all of the Veterans Day programs and how much our students were invested in celebrating our veterans at the schools. All of those programs are always so enjoyable, and our veterans appreciate it. And I just think that's really important for our students to participate in that and value that contribution of our veterans. So if you ever have a chance to attend those, they're very
We
inspiring.
used to take Veterans Day off, and then
Yeah,
when we actually started doing it and involving the students, it was what, I know now why you don't take off.
yeah, it's special.
Yeah, it was.
It's
It
really
was-
special.
It's an honor to watch.
Yes, thank you for saying that was great. The last thing I would just say, our Christmas parade is December 4th in downtown Lenoir City, and I know the elementary school always does a big deal with the float. I'm not sure I know we have our band and our sports teams and a lot of kids participating in our parade. I think some of our board members, board chair, will be leading the way in the parade. We'll have, I'll be there as well and giving out candy, and it's a big parade. You have to be ready to invest some time in the parade, because it is a big parade in downtown Lenoir City, so it's always a
Speaking
great
of that,
way.
principals, we are at 72 entries and we are cutting it off at 75. So
I think we're in, right?
you are
Okay.
in. But I will say, I mean, dignitaries are, if you're an elected, that's something for you. But for your sports teams, if your sports teams want to enter, we have scaled back 75 entries only. We are not doing a 2.5-hour parade. This is not New York. It is you are gonna get in and out in a timely manner. And we have a list, and if you are not pre-registered, you will be turned away, and we do have officers enforcing it, so.
Wow.
Okay, we are treated like terrible, terrible, terrible at those parades. So, anyways, we did lax up on the candy. You do not have to buy the candy. But if you want to be in the parade, I would highly suggest you call Parks and Rec today and let them know that your team will be on that list and you want to enter.
And it's one float per entry, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we're not gonna
Wow.
have 25
We're not doing
and
25 Jeeps and
13
25
monster
trucks.
trucks.
What about the Shriners? Are you letting the Shriners in?
Shriners are in.
Shriners are different.
They're in.
Alright.
Shriners are different.
All right, we're digressing.
Yes, but please do know, if your
It's so
sports
fun,
teams
and we're
want to
looking
enter.
forward to it, and it's a
Yes,
great,
I am, and I
like,
want the schools to
get
be involved.
into the holiday season. Yay! On that note, we're about to have Thanksgiving lunch.
Strict.
Oh,
Can we adjourn and then let me make an announcement?
okay, sure. All right, so that's it.
There
Okay.
no other business here, motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion. All in favor?
Okay, so since I have worked here, my worst fear has come to fruition.
No, we're still being recorded.
Do what?
We're still being
I
recorded.
did just text you that you can turn it off. Which makes it sound
Still on.
so that's good.